Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Today is still Monday, July 8th, 2024. Back with another episode. I thank y'all for all your support, encouragement, motivation, which I encourage myself and motivate myself at the same time. Having y'all in my corner pushes me a little harder. So that's why I keep coming back, because I'm like, hold on, it's time to drop a video. I know if somebody want to watch a video that they might be going through some bullshit, what have you, and I might be the type of person to help them get through it. And I've had people to help me get through certain things in life, right? So I'm going to pay it forward. So thank y'all again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Let's get this thing going. And I'm going to piggyback off my last video and an email request. And I'm sorry, y'all, I haven't been giving my email before videos in a while. I don't know why, it just slipped my mind, what have you, my email address. But it's bigward@myyahoo.com. If you have a question, you just want to ask me a question, I got you. People will tell you I do respond. I'm no big superstar. Well, yes, I am, but y'all are too. So we on the same page. We equal. So I will respond. I'm not going to Hollywood you and all that time. I'm a normal person. And I'm going to do the best I can to answer your question, to help you. Or if you want me to do a video on your topic, what have you, you just let me know. You just want to ask a question, I got you, what have you. I'm going to respond. Two human beings, loving on each other, depending on each other for help. I need y'all, and look like y'all need me. We need each other. So let's be there for each other. So hit me up, bigward@myyahoo.com. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Don't be nervous. And when I do a live, jump on the live, you're just talking to your partner. You're just talking to Uncle. That's all. You're talking to your uncle. Look at it like that. Don't be afraid to get on and talk to me. Don't be nervous. You're talking to your uncle. That's why y'all watching me, because y'all can relate. You feel that attraction. It's real. It's like that in real life. Other than if you stupid, a hater, then I can't stand you. Don't mess with me. Got it? Good. Now the last video I did about the men that are not here because of a woman. Well, a woman inboxed me, emailed me, asked me, Big Ward, could you do one about the women? Because we know that there's a lot of women that are not here because of a man. Are there red flags, or there ways for a woman to identify the type of man that would take them up out of here? And I was like, okay, I got you. Cause I'm here for men and women. I don't want to be one-sided. And I'm not gonna be one-sided. I'm gonna tell the truth on both sides, no matter if the other side like it or not. I'm not here for the division. We're not doing that over here. So, the type of man that a woman needs to watch out for is the exact type of man that y'all claim y'all want, that you're looking for, that you are searching for. Number one, it's that man that y'all talking about y'all want to pay all the bills. You want him to pay all the bills. I want a man to pay all the bills. I want a man to treat me like a queen, to worship the ground I walk on, to adore me. That man right there, that's the man you better watch out for. Because just imagine, this man done put all that into you that you just said, and you wake up one day and decide, this ain't working for me. For whatever reason, you ain't feeling him no more. But you his whole world. He feel like he can't live without you. And guess what? He ain't. Let me repeat that. This the number one red flag. The number one type of man y'all don't want, but you swear up and down that you do because you don't know no better. You've been taught wrong. Like a lot of men have been taught wrong. Women have been taught wrong. Look for a man who worships you, girl. He worships the ground you walk on, girl. He loves you more than he loves anything, girl. You come first, girl. That's the type of man y'all be looking for, right? You ain't got to want for nothing, girl. He pay everything. He take care of everything, girl. So y'all listen to other women that don't know no better. I'm a man telling you this. From the type of men that I've known that have unalived women. I know men that have done that. I'm not proud of it, but I know them and I know what type of characteristics they had, what type of dudes they was. So I'm telling you what to look out for. And these type of men that I know, that harmed a woman, that was the number one thing I know in all of them. They took great care of those women. That woman didn't have to want for nothing. That woman didn't have to work. She ain't paid no bills. She ain't do a damn thing. He did it all. But it came with a price. He owned you now. I ain't gonna say every man that does that for a woman is gonna unalive you. But I'm saying that's the number one characteristic of the type of man that does. Mostly every man that does is that type of man. Some type of way, something he done made him feel like he have ownership of you. Because he done took care of you like you belong to him. You didn't have to do nothing, right? So now for some reason, it ain't working for you. You want to leave him. That man will put his whole heart and soul in you. His whole reason for living is you. He let you become his God. That's what you wanted, right? You want him to worship the ground you walk on. Worship is only reserved for God. No human being should worship another human being. We can't handle that, and the human being we worshiping can't handle that. Worshiping is for God only. And if you don't believe in God, don't worship nothing. But you damn sure don't worship another human being. And the man that's usually capable of doing that to a woman is the man that worships a woman. He done took care of everything for her over a period of years. Then bent over backwards, sacrificed, done without. So she'll be all right. And then one day she decides she wants out. Quicker way to make a man snap. I know that B didn't just say she finna leave me, take my kids, take everything I done did, everything I done worked for, everything I done did for her, and she just finna walk out and then let some other dude just walk in that ain't did nothing of what I done did. He just finna come in and get the same thing I was getting. The hell she preached. That man right there is the number one type of man. Well, 1A, because there's another number one. And this just, the next one is just like easy to identify. But this one, I'm getting him out the way first because he's the hardest for a woman to identify because she's so caught up in what he's doing for that she overlooked the fact that, damn, what if I leave this dude after he done did all this for me? Am I going to be able to leave if I need to leave? Am I going to be able to live in peace if I decide to leave? Y'all don't think about that part. See, this ain't 1950, 1940, and what have you, when men were doing that. Because back then, women weren't leaving. So those men didn't have to do nothing to those women and snap because she couldn't leave them no way. The system was set up, the laws were set up. You couldn't just walk out on a man like that back then. But now y'all got the freedom to just leave whenever you feel like it, and a lot of y'all do. And here, this man done did all this for you, and you just up and leave him. So my advice to you, even if you got a man that want to do everything for you, don't let him. I know that go against what y'all being taught. A man supposed to do that, a real man supposed to do that. I ain't going 50-50 with no man. Okay. Okay, you ain't got to. Don't be surprised. The same man that took great care of you, now he want to take you out because you don't want to be with him no more. Or if he don't take you out, he come close to it. And another type of man, which this just self-explanatory, the abusive man. He's abusive. Physically, emotionally, verbally abusive. He's already abusing you. That's a no-brainer. Those are two type of men you got to worry about. The man that takes care of every goddamn thing for you and you decide to leave, and the abusive, controlling man. And usually they're going to be the two called control is the number one denominator in these two scenarios. The man that's paying for everything, taking care of you, worship the ground you walk on, that's a form of control too. Y'all might not see it like that. He using what he does for you to control you. He feeling that if he do all this, that, and the other for you, you can't leave him. You won't leave him. So therefore, it's another form of control. And the man on this side that's putting hands on you, talking crazy to you, belittling you, putting you down, abusing you, that's another form of control. Two different doorways for the same result, control. Controlling men are the men that's gonna try to take you out of here if you decide you gone. You can't handle this no more. Not saying it's gonna happen every time, but that's the type of man you need to worry about when it comes to that. Don't let a man take complete care of you. Y'all hollering about you're strong and independent. Soon you get with a man, you expect him to pay all the bills, so you say. Don't do that. I don't care what these broads out here telling you. As a man, as Big Unc talking to my nieces, don't do that. Do not let a man take complete care of you. Don't let him do everything for you. You don't want a man that worships the ground you walk on. You don't want a man the way you his everything. You don't want a man that don't have no life outside of you. You his everything. He don't want to go out with it. You want a man to go out. I know it's contrary to what y'all been taught. He need to be at home with his wife, his girlfriend. Why he out hanging out with that fella? You want a man that has a life outside of you. I know that's contrary to what you've been taught, that you supposed to be with everything. No, he's supposed to have other stuff that's important to you, to him I mean, other than you. If you are the most important thing to him, no nothing else matter but you, he don't want to do nothing else but you, all he want to do is be with you, he ain't got no friends, no hobbies, no nothing that he want to do outside of you, he don't ever want to feel like getting away from you for a little while, just for a break, because you know as a woman, sometimes you, even though you ain't trying to go do nothing wrong, you want to get away from that man every now and then. Especially if y'all been together for a long time, you need a little space. We all need a little space, married or not. If it ain't nothing but an hour or two, just to go out on brunch with your girlfriend. Don't y'all need that? Well, guess what? A man needs that too. And a man that don't want that, red flag. A man that don't want to go hang out with a partner if he got any, or like me, I don't have any partner, but I still want to go out and hang out by myself every now and then. The way ain't no woman ever gonna be my number one anything no more. That's why you should not want a man that worships the ground you walk on. That's the man you gotta watch out for, ladies. It's just that simple. I know it go against what you've been taught. It probably go against what you want. Even if you ain't been taught that, that might be what you want. I want a man to pay all the bills. I ain't gonna settle. Even if he can pay all the bills, you shouldn't want that. You should want to contribute. So that man can't say what all he done did for you when you decide to leave him for whatever reason, because y'all have a tendency to want to leave. Especially nowadays when you ain't happy, 9 times out of 10 you're going to want to leave, because he ain't going to be perfect. You're going to get a wild hair up your ass. You're going to get emotional. All women do it. At some point in time, they decide they feel like leaving. You might not leave, but you might feel like it. I ain't going to say all women leave, but all women feel like it at some point in time. Even though you might stay. My point is he going to let you leave if you decide to leave? 9 times out of 10, if he done took care of everything for you, then held you up for 10, 15, 20 years, you ain't have to want for nothing. Everything you got is a result of him, and now you want to leave and take all that with you? That's one of them, if I can't have her, nobody will type situations. That's where that come from. And then you just got some lunatics. But you're going to know him by his actions anyway. Ain't no way. He's going to be a lunatic from the start. You're going to notice something ain't right with this dude. But some of y'all choose to stay anyway, figure you can fix it. It ain't that bad. I can work it. You know, he just need a good one. He never had a woman like me. And you end up with Jeffrey Dahmer. Now, he was gay, wasn't it? But anyway, was that Jeffrey Dahmer, the gay one? Like boys? But y'all get the point. That's in a nutshell. Two types of men. The abusive man, verbally, physically, and emotionally, you already know that's a no-brainer. But the tricky one is the one I said first. That's the one that gets y'all tricked, that gets y'all caught up. That's the one that you have a tendency to overlook because of how good he's treating you when you're doing what he wants you to do. He's treating you like that to control you, to get you to do what he wants you to do, to behave how he wants you to behave. So that money, paying all the bills, that's a form of control. And y'all don't even know it. Y'all don't even know it. He only doing it, not out of the goodness of his heart. Especially nowadays. Back in the day, a man took care of the woman because that was just norm. That ain't how it is nowadays. You can still find a man nowadays, unless you've been with him 20 or 30 years. Because y'all hear old school dude. But you meet these dudes nowadays, they're trying to pay all the bills and this, that, and the other, and he's still with all that. He's dangerous. If this ain't one of them old school men you dealing with, and they'll take you out too. I just recommend you don't have a man paying all the bills. You better pay something. So that man can't be throwing up in your face what he did for you. If you decide you don't want to be that no more. Don't get a man to pay all the bills. Damn that you feel like a roommate crap. You must contribute so he won't have control over you. So he won't feel like you belong to him. So he won't feel like he owns you. So he won't feel like if he can't have you, nobody will. Ain't no other man for to come up in here and get everything that I paid for. I done took care of her all these years. I made her, and she thinks she finna go here and be with another man after I done made her and got her to where she is. And now you finna go and let another man enjoy what I built? He ain't having that. But you ain't gotta listen to me. Go on, get your man to pay all the bills. You feel how that's how it's supposed to be. A real man does this, a real man does that. Okay. You ain't gotta listen. I'm just making a video. But I'm telling you what I know. Those are two dangerous men to a woman. To do everything for a woman, man. The man that worships the ground she walk on, man. The man that has no life outside of her, man. She is his whole world. A lot of y'all think that's what y'all want from a man. No, you don't. Because if you are his whole world and you leave, guess what? His world came to an end. When somebody feel like their world is to an end, what they got to live for? Them usually be the dudes that off the woman and himself. Does that happen every time? No. I'm just telling you some red flags. You can, this ain't 100% perfect, but it's probably about 80. Every man that pay all the bills and take care of you fully ain't gonna knock you off if you leave. But a great large number of them will. I hope you got the one that won't do it. But I'm suggesting you don't take a chance. Especially with a new guy, you just getting with this dude. Don't get with a man and let him take care of everything for you. That man think he own you. Especially these dudes nowadays, these mama boys. These not no old school, back in the day type men y'all out here dealing with. So, you heard it from me, but you can do whatever you want to do. Get it, got it, good. Bye.